Serving Lake Martin. This is WAXC TV, Lake Martin's hometown station.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in right here for another episode of The Lake Life. I'm standing in front of Big B Barbecue,
Bucks Island,
Hodges Vineyard and Winery.
Colonel Tom's. We're right here at TNS Automotive, SLS Pros. Hey guys, Chris Giddens here. I'm out here. We're bailing out DeSoto, Cavern, Harbor Point.
We're on Highway 280 in Sylacauga, Alabama at the Pickle Pad.
Y'all stay tuned. It's another episode of Lake Life.
Welcome into WAXC TV and another episode of Lake Life. I'm David Burkhalter here with you today. You know, one of the biggest decisions that a person can make is the purchasing or the building of a brand new home. My wife and I recently have decided to build a house actually on Lake Martin. So we found a place that makes building a house really easy and a lot of fun. We're over here at Opelika at America's HOMEPLACE. They're going to show us the entire process today and walk us through it step by step, so that you can see exactly how fun and how easy it is to build your own home. Join me today as we go inside America's HOMEPLACE here. We're going to meet with Ken. He's going to walk us through the entire process and show us the beautiful model homes that they have and all the customization features that you can experience when you go with America's HOMEPLACE. So let's go inside America's HOMEPLACE and see what all they have to offer us.
Purchasing a new home is easier than you think, and America's HOMEPLACE can show you the way. For over 41 years, we've built thousands of homes for people just like you. We guide you through the entire process, from purchasing a lot, finding financial options, to putting the finishing touches on your beautiful new house. Come tour our showroom and see over 100 customizable floor plans. Visit us online at americashomeplace.com/TV for a free floor plan book. America's HOMEPLACE. We make building easy.
Think you can't get the full med spa experience in the Lake Martin area? Well, change your body, mind, and soul at the all-new Lake Martin Med Spa, located right here on the corner of 49 and 34 in Dadeville. Lake Martin Med Spa is Lake Martin's exclusive location for full Botox, dye sport, and filler procedures to melt away aging lines and create better lip volume. Lake Martin Med Spa also offers multiple skin treatments with prescription-grade products. Dr. Heather Lawson and nurse practitioner Lisa King supervise all treatments to deliver safe and dependable results. Visit LakeMartinMedSpa.com for all details, and we'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Ken Jackson.
Hey,
Welcome
Ken.
to America's HOMEPLACE.
Nice to meet you, Ken. I'm David with WAXC TV and Lake Life. We're interested in purchasing a house today.
Very good. Well, why don't we sit down in my office and talk?
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for coming by today. What brings you by America's HOMEPLACE?
Oh, well, my wife and myself are looking to maybe build a house. We have some land on Lake Martin, and this will be our first house. It'll be a starter house for my family, and we're just seeing if you guys could maybe walk us through the whole process and help us out a little bit.
Good. Well, one of the things we pride ourselves in is not only making it easy, but make it fun to build a house. So all we do is we get you all the information that you need to give to us, and then we plan the home and build it for you.
Sounds pretty cool so far. So tell me exactly how this process starts.
Well, there's three basics to building a house. Of course, you have the land that you've already talked about at Lake Martin, and we build lots of houses up there. You have to find a lender to borrow the money from, assuming you're not paying cash, and then of course you have to decide on the house and what you want to put in it.
So you said something about financing. Do you guys finance for houses here?
No. We have several banks that we work with here in the Auburn area, some with a broader geographic footprint. All of them we've worked with a lot. The advantage in going with one of those lenders is that things go much quicker because we're most accustomed to working with them and them with us.
Nice. So once we start the process of building a house, do you do everything? Do you just build the frame, or how does that work?
Yes, we're happy to do everything for you, from getting the septic system, connecting to the water, because Lake Martin generally has water, doing the grading, of course, to build the house, clearing the trees if we need to, and then build the house itself once we get it all planned.
Cool. So it's a complete turnkey. I mean, from beginning to end, you guys handle everything, right?
Yes, basically anything you want to put in your mortgage, we
Nice.
can do for you as part of our service.
Awesome. So I have to already own land, right?
Yes, well, of course, we can't build a house if you don't have any land.
So
and it sounds like you've already got that covered. So
yeah. So it's on Lake Martin. Do you guys venture all the way down 280 to Lake Martin?
yes, we build out to 100 miles from the Opelika area, which goes really beyond Lake Martin, almost to Birmingham up in Shelby County, and in all different directions. Build houses in western Georgia, south of Montgomery, basically in most any direction.
Now my wife, she's pretty picky about what she wants at our house. So you do a lot of custom work, right?
We do. One difference between us and many builders is we consider ourselves to be custom home builders. And what that means is we start with a plan that we understand very well and that you like. And then we change the walls, the flooring, the cabinets, the colors, the outside of the house even, whatever you'd like to do. And one of the things I tell people is the reason you build a new house is because you get what you want.
Right.
If you buy a house in town or somewhere, you end up settling because the kitchen's too small, the hall's narrow, that sort of thing.
So it's complete customization, whatever we want.
Well, you know, we can't go completely crazy, but we can make a reasonable number of changes to make the house particularly what your wife would want.
Okay, cool. Do you guys maybe have a model house that we can look at?
Yes, we have 2 models here in Opelika. We have other models spread out across the southeast, mostly Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, a few in Mississippi. And one of the advantages in coming seeing our houses is if you look at floor plans online, it's just a bunch of lines on a page. Sometimes that's hard to relate to. But if you come see the house, you walk through, you say, oh, that's how big that bedroom is. It holds a queen size bed, that sort of thing.
Awesome. So is there one here that we can look at, maybe a showroom or something?
Yes, we have 2 houses here. One that's 2,500 square feet, that's a single story ranch style home. And then next door we have a 3,200 square foot 2-story home that's kind of a country look.
Let's go take a look at them if you don't mind.
Okay, sounds good.
Now Ken, my wife, she didn't join us today, but one of her biggest questions would be about the kitchen and the customization that you can have there. Can you show us maybe the model kitchen here?
Yes, one of the things that we pride ourselves in at America's HOMEPLACE is building very affordable homes with excellent materials. And the kitchen is probably one of the best examples of that. You get granite countertops, maple cabinets, all hardwood, no particle board, stained inside and out, which is a step above. You get Whirlpool appliances, dishwasher, electric range, and a microwave, Delta faucets, Sherwin-Williams paints, Mohawk flooring, hardwood tile, vinyl, carpet.
Now when we look at these granite countertops, even the hardwood and the tile here, that's all customizable, right? That's all, you can get different colors, you can get, different materials, right?
Oh yes, there's about 10 colors of granite. Of course, we're limited there to what nature provides. The cabinets come in 12 different colors, appliances. You can get stainless even standard.
That's awesome. Now I know she's going to love this. I mean, this is where she spends most of her time. Actually, she's a stay-at-home mom, but just really beautiful kitchens here.
Yes, our kitchens are probably one of the highlights of our homes, but we have other rooms that are attractive as well.
Well, let's check out some of these other rooms. We'll be right back on WAXC TV in Lake Life. Ken, I gotta say, this is a huge master bedroom that we're in here now. And you were telling me earlier, offer a lot of open floor plans, right?
Yes, we talked a little bit about customizing the plans. You can take walls out, you can move walls. But one of the things that we do very well, in my opinion, is that we use the floor space in the houses that we have very efficiently. So you end up with very nicely sized bedrooms, like this one has a king size bed. And then similarly throughout the home, the den, the living room, the dining room, depending on which rooms you want in the house, can be very nicely sized as well.
I read somewhere the other day that there was a study that you need to get 8 hours or more sleep every night. And I think with a floor plan like this, as much space as you have in here, I don't think you're going to have a problem with that.
Not at all, not at all.
Let's check out the bathroom. I know you said you had a lot of customization options for a bathroom as well, and I think that this is one of the nicer ones in here that we're going to see. So let's take a look at the bathroom and see what all it has in store for us in there. Made our way to the bathroom here at one of these beautiful model homes, Ken. Now, you were telling me about the customization that you have in the bathrooms. I think you said, is it 12 different plans?
Yes, 123 floor plans.
123.
And this particular bathroom is in lots of our homes, which I thought might be worthwhile discussing. In this bathroom, you have a shower separate from the bathtub, 2 very nicely sized master closets, a room for the toilet in the back of the room by itself, a linen closet, and 2 sinks. A very nice bathroom, which again we can customize. Sometimes people these days don't have a bathtub in the master bath anymore, so we can put a shower and make the closet bigger, for instance.
Well, I know that in the mornings when we're getting ready for work or school or whatever, one of the big arguments in my house is who's going to have control over the sink. So with the 2 separate sinks, I think you solve a problem for us there, that's for sure.
Yes, a lot of people put 2 sinks, I think, for that reason, which works very well.
And you said the separate shower and bathtub, but that's one thing that you can sort of either combine, or you can just have a shower and make more room for the closet space. That's a big deal when you have a wife like mine that has just a ton of clothes and shoes and everything else that she wants to throw in there. So that's a big deal.
It is. My wife and daughters taught me the two most important things in a house are the sinks and the closets, and we do both of those very well.
It sure seems like it. Thanks for joining us today on WAXC TV and Lake Life. America's Home Place got some beautiful houses. I really urge you to check them out online, americashomeplace.com. Make sure you add that S in the middle there. They have a Facebook page. Get on there. Check out the 123 separate floor plans. They work 100 miles outside of Opelika, so I'm sure that they can come to you and help you with building your next house. We just got to see a beautiful model home. And now he's going to tell me a little bit more about the process of building a house in the Lake Martin area. Ken, about how long would it take to build a house down there, you think?
About 3 to 4 months. It's a function of the weather, mostly the rain, that slows us down, and we're improving on those times as well. So we're generally quicker than our competition to get houses built.
That's pretty awesome, man. And now, you know, my wife wasn't able to join me today, but is there a way that maybe she can check some stuff out online? Is there a website or something that she can look at?
Yes, of course, we have a website with all 123 of our floor plans that we build here in Opelika. And then in addition to that, we have a Facebook page where you can look at pictures of kitchens and bathrooms and all the stuff that are important when you're getting the detail down.
What's that web address?
www.americashomeplace.com with an S in the middle.
Okay, www.americashomeplace.com. Check that out. 123 floor plans, is that what you said?
Yes, and plus several different elevations. Elevation just means the front of the house.
Right.
Is different brick, siding, stone, that sort of thing.
So how many different, I guess, versions of elevation are there? Brick, stone?
Depends on the plan. Some of them, one of them has, I think, 10. Most have 2 or 3.
Right. And you said you guys work with a lot of different banks in the area to do some financing for us if that's the route that we choose to go.
Yes, we actually have 4 local banks, the names you would recognize. And then we have a bank that we work with quite a bit up near our corporate office in Gainesville, Georgia, north of Atlanta.
Awesome. So the process now would be, I guess, to work on getting financing for our home that we want to build on Lake Martin. Is that right?
Yes, there's 2 stages. The first one is you get pre-qualified with your bank, it's called, where the bank tells you how much money you can borrow. Right. And of course, we hope that covers the cost of the home that you picked. A bit of a iteration in the process there. And then once we get the home decided, how much it's going to cost and what it's going to look like, we send all that information to the bank, and then they go through the underwriting and all that's required to actually close the loan.
Ken, I really appreciate it, man. I'm going to bring my wife by so she can look at these model homes, and then we'll probably work on that financing as well. Beautiful, beautiful stuff that you can see. Check them out online, americashomeplace.com. Beautiful floor plans, everything you could want from a custom house, and it's built right here in the Lake Martin area. So make sure you stop by and see them. This is David with WAXC TV and Lake Life.
If tax money's hitting you right, or you've been waiting to get your ride that perfect sound, make sure to get your best price and service on audio, video, and technology systems from Steve at The Car Stereo Shop in Auburn. The Car Stereo Shop is loaded with the best brands: Pioneer, JBL, Memphis, and the indestructible Sundown subwoofers. Head units starting at $69. Dual 12-inch woofer packages with all accessories as low as $329. Full connectivity including Bluetooth hookup starting at $139. Many finance options available, and the Car Stereo Shop gives you the best installation. Visit Steve and the gang at The Car Stereo Shop, Opelika Road in Auburn.
Over the years, S&S Tires has grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Ellick City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
Elite Fitness has new owners, and they're offering lots of good reasons to join. For a limited time, get a special deal for new members, women and seniors. Pay up front, and it's only $200 for a year. Plus, you can add 2 family members for only $10 each, and a 3rd family member for $5. At Elite Fitness, you don't have to sign an annual contract, but if you do, it's only $20 a month with Auto Bank Draft. Elite Fitness is a large state-of-the-art facility and a great place to work out. And tanning is available at a great rate too. Come by today on the CAC campus.
If your New Year's resolution is to stop walking and start riding, then resolve yourself to run to Lake Martin Truck and Auto on Old Dadeville Road. Lake Martin Truck and Auto is the bank, and you don't need to worry about past credit, getting your tax money, or finding the ride that suits you, because Lake Martin Truck and Auto has the lowest down payments and monthly payments in the area with the best selection. Don't let the Slick City dealer take all that tax money or hassle you with credit. Lake Martin Truck and Auto, Old Dadeville Road in Alex City.
Hey everybody, this is Steve Cubby Coverson for another edition of Lake Life. We're here at the Car Stereo Shop here in Auburn. I'm here with Steve Mosley. He's the top dog here. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, thank you.
We're excited to be here today. I've been in the showroom and looked around. You've got a lot of fantastic items inside, and I think we need to go take the tour. Back here on Lake Life, here with Steve Mosley. Inside, we're on the car stereo section of the business. Steve, right behind us here, we're looking at a lot of name brands that we talked about a little bit outside, names that people recognize as leaders in the industry in this kind of product. Tell us about some of these products behind us here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's once again, Pioneer's one of those names I think most everybody's familiar with. They've been in this industry for a long time, always had a great reputation for their quality, and that has not changed. We carry a complete line of Pioneer products, everything from a very basic single DIN radio all the way up to the double DIN. It's referred to as the size of this unit, but it gives you the CD, DVD capability, touchscreen, Bluetooth, which has become a huge aspect of the industry, not only for hands-free calling, but now streaming music wirelessly. Sure. So they also, and some of them incorporate navigation. So there's just about every feature you could look for, but connectivity's really been a big aspect of the industry, from front auxiliary to USBs, which give you charging and transfer of music, to the new method, streaming, for the younger generation.
So many of the kids that have their own music source, they can actually plug right into the front of most every unit. Now, that's kind of a given.
It is. Very few of them won't give you some means of transfer of that music, because that seems to be a major topic these days, is how you adapt whatever you might be using, whether it be Android product, Apple product, or something else, to the stereo in your vehicle. And they've done a real good job of doing that. And we have, even if you don't replace your radio, we have the capability of giving you those auxiliary inputs through another company that specializes in that.
Awesome. All right, we're going to go to another section of the store here, and we'll look at some radios for your boat. Steve, we're inside in the marine section of Car Stereo. This is another big business right here. People are putting nice radios in boats.
Yes, they are. And I tell you, not only do we install them here at the store, but we will travel to the lake as well. So we try to make it as convenient on our customers as possible. But you're absolutely right. So many of the new manufacturers have beefed up their stereos, but there's still an awful lot of room for improvement. Most of what we do is based around sound quality. But we have, once again, going back to being so fortunate with brands, the Sonys, the Pioneer doesn't get into the marine aspect of it too much, so we utilize Kenwood, Clarion. Polk Audio is a name that most people are recognized through the industry. But Kicker, Sony, Polk, Rockford, Kenwood, we do a ton of brands like that. Wakeboard towers have become very popular. But enhancing your sound just by improving the quality of the speakers in the boat, and we do a lot of subwoofer enclosures. Sure. These are all subwoofers, and that's an element of the music. So it's become a real big business for us. We're all over Lake Martin. We do Lake Hardin as well, and if you happen to have a boat somewhere in the community.
And I guess it goes without saying, pretty much they're waterproof, so they're protected from the elements.
Yeah, they are. The terminology there is actually water resistant.
I got you.
There are a couple of products that are represented as waterproof, but they are built with protective circuitry. Powder coating becomes part of that process. So yes, as well as protection from UV rays. So they are built differently to withstand the elements far better than just the automotive products are.
Hey, Steve, another very important product in car stereos is the bass speaker. They're very popular these days. Tell us about these bass packages.
Yeah, and they are, because the music's recorded with this element in there. And this is the only speaker that can emulate that sound, is a subwoofer. Depending on the size, and they start at 6.5 inches and go all the way up to 18 and above. But typically your 10-inch, 12-inch, 15-inch, and they do represent different frequencies. Obviously, the larger the diameter, the deeper the sound. and vice versa. The smaller the speaker, quicker the response, and you get a cleaner bass sound out of that. But we put together some packages. We meet them with their specifications because each manufacturer will give us recommended RMS power, and that's the power that an amplifier will do any given moment, all day long. So we match those up together so the customer doesn't have to wonder whether he's getting a proper application. We put them in different type of boxes, which there are, sizes, shapes, and even a sealed box to a ported box. So there's a lot that goes into it, but absolutely, it's a huge part of the industry. It is part of the music, and if you don't have some type of subwoofer, you're not getting the full effects.
You're missing out.
That's exactly right. Now, we can do a little bit, or we can do a lot.
You got that bone-shaking, teeth, earth-shattering.
We have that, for sure, if that's what you would like. But I tell you, I see more now that people are more interested in the sound quality aspect of their music. So you can do that with a single sub or a couple of subs. And we give you a potentiometer that also allows you to control that bass. So music's recorded differently, and this gives you every capability of blending it to the way you like to listen to your music.
Think you can't get the full med spa experience in the Lake Martin area? Well, change your body, mind, and soul at the all-new Lake Martin Med Spa, located right here on the corner of 49 and 34 in Dadeville. Lake Martin Med Spa is Lake Martin's exclusive location for full Botox, dye sport, and filler procedures to melt away aging lines and create better lip volume. Lake Martin Med Spa also offers multiple skin treatments with prescription-grade products. Dr. Heather Lawson and nurse practitioner Lisa King supervise all treatments to deliver safe and dependable results. Visit LakeMartinMedSpa.com for all details, and we'll see you soon.
Bucks Island is one of the oldest boat dealers in Alabama, serving boaters since 1948 with the largest boat showroom in the state. Bass boats featuring Skeeter, cruisers and sport boats featuring Monterey, pontoons featuring Crest, G3 and Voyagers, powered by Mercury and Yamaha. Bucks Island has sold over 10,000 boats, and with a full service and parts and accessories department to keep your boat in top condition. Don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote. Visit Bucks Island on Highway 77 in Southside or online at bucksisland.com. Give them a call at 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island, where our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. We would like to invite you to come shop our huge selection of furniture. But if you don't have time, we have over 2,000 items you can have shipped directly to your home. Go to GoreesFurniture.com, look for 48-hour quick ship. Shop, click, ship, it's just that easy. You can shop us here or you can shop us online, only at Goree's Furniture.
Your express way to savings.
Purchasing a new home is easier than you think, and America's Home Place can show you the way. For over 41 years, we've built thousands of homes for people just like you. We guide you through the entire process, from purchasing a lot, finding financial options, to putting the finishing touches on your beautiful new house. Come tour our showroom and see over 100 customizable floor plans. Visit us online at americashomeplace.com/TV for a free floor plan book. America's Home Place. We make building easy.
If tax money's hitting you right, or you've been waiting to get your ride that perfect sound, make sure to get your best price and service on audio, video, and technology systems from Steve at The Car Stereo Shop in Auburn. The Car Stereo Shop is loaded with the best brands: Pioneer, JBL, Memphis, and the indestructible Sundown subwoofers. Head units starting at $69. Dual 12-inch woofer packages with all accessories as low as $329. Full connectivity including Bluetooth hookup starting at $139. Many finance options available, and the Car Stereo Shop gives you the best installation. Visit Steve and the gang at The Car Stereo Shop, Opelika Road in Auburn.
Back on Lake Life, WAXC TV. This time we're on a beautiful Chris craft, and I'm sitting here with Steve from the Car Stereo Shop. And Steve, tell us a little bit. There was a problem with this boat that came from the factory, right?
It was. And what it turned out to be was a pinched wire in the sidewall. And it took us a little time to figure that out. The customer, kept complaining about the system not sounding just right, and just a matter of process of elimination. We went through that process. Several components involved in that particular application, so what it turned out to be was, from the factory, they pinched a wire and it was causing bad signal, which caused the entire stereo not to operate properly. But we found it, and we're in the process of fixing it.
There you go. So not only do you do repairs, fix-it-ups like that, but do you do some custom stuff as well on boats? Say if I wanted a completely new stereo in my boat, you guys could hook us up with that, right?
Absolutely. Anything from a simple radio replacement to and so much of the product nowadays, even the newer boats, a lot of emphasis on a good stereo. But yeah, we do everything from adding speakers to an existing system adding subwoofers, amplifiers, talkback systems on some of the tower boats so the people in the boat can communicate with the wake surfer or skater or boarder or whatever the case might be. So anything and everything concerning audio especially. You see a few boats, especially the cruisers, that have some video applications, and we do that as well. So not much pertaining to a boat that we don't do. And we've got another crew on the other side of the lake working as we speak. So we work from one side to the other. There's no point on this lake, no place on this lake that we won't go and work. But, you know, after you've been doing something for 10 years, and we have really specialized in the marine aspect of it up here at the lake, you learn an awful lot because you see a lot of different applications, and trust me, it doesn't seem like any two are the same. So, you know, go back to that experience. We've been on and off so many boats, and we probably do between 100 and 250 a summer, probably closer to the 250. And some of that's a simple radio replacement, and sometimes it's involved like this, which we've probably got 5 hours in this boat, in something that won't take us but an hour to fix. But it's research and discovery. Right. We're adamant about getting it right. We don't tell you something if we're not definitive in our statement. Yeah. And, you know, thanks to a great technician, you know, that makes my job much easier. But I can assure you, if you do business with the Car Stereo Shop, you're going to get it done right. Very competitively priced, and once again, mobile application. So regardless of where you are on the lake, if you're not on the lake, if you're in Elliott City, Wetumpka, Montgomery, we don't care.
What's the big difference working on a boat and working on a car?
Ooh, you know, I think that there's so many different applications on a boat. You know, and not to make light, Ford's a Ford, you know, a Chevy's a Chevy, and you see repetitively, you do the same things and the products in the same places, so you get familiar with what you need to do to access that particular element or component of the system on a boat. I mean, this is the first time we've worked on a Chris craft this size, so we had to do some homework. So it's a little more complex, you know, just a totally different application, because you don't just jump into something and start tugging and pulling. Next thing you know, you've broken a piece in somebody's beautiful boat, and then it means we have to replace it. So we try to be very, very cautious. If we don't know, we research it and get the answers, and to ensure a good quality and professional installation.
Over 40 years of experience in this boat working on it today, I'm sure that when they're ready, this boat's going to sound amazing. It's going to be great out on beautiful Lake Martin. Now, Brad's over here. He's going to be doing a little work on the radio in this beautiful Chris Craft boat. Steve, tell me a little bit about y'all's location. Now, I know you're not just stationary. Do you go to all parts of the lake, or is this just a one-stop shop here?
No, you're right. We do. We from the far west end down beyond the little steel bridge all the way up to past Blue Creek. From one end to the other, north to south, it doesn't matter. If you touch the water, we'll come to you. Of course, we're located. Our home office shop store is in Auburn. They're up from the mall. You're certainly welcome to come see us there. We do obviously more than boats, but right now this is our time of the year. We're extremely busy. We got a great reputation. And then we go to individual cabins. We don't just work at these marinas. So if you have a need and don't have a means to get it to us, or would like to take advantage of the mobile application, we do that with a very nominal fee. We can come to you, so it makes it extremely convenient for those that, some people don't even have trailers for boats. So, we try to be accommodating.
Steve, now, I know you guys have a website. Give us a little information on that.
We do. It's thecarstereoshop.biz. That's one way you could access some of our products. We have a store full. We keep probably the largest selection of marine products of any store you walked in, especially a specialty store. Anything from Clarion to Kicker to Polk Audio, Sony, Kenwood, Wet Sounds. We do some JL. But a wide range of products. So if your boat has a particular type product in it, you want to stay true to that. Regardless of whether I have it at the store, I can have it generally in no more than about 2 days. So lots of inventory, and we generally come prepared. We keep our vehicle loaded, whether it's radios, amps, speakers. So when we come, we intend to solve your problem for you.
Awesome. Have you ever seen Brad get shocked working on one of these?
I have not. Once again, some of that experience, and we have meters that check voltage and so forth, so I hope that never occurs.
Well, there's always a first time for everything, Brad, so maybe we will. Hey, this is David with WAXC TV, and you're watching Lake Life.
Serving Alexander City. This is WAXC TV, Lake Martin's hometown station.